Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT versus Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP. Both are crazy compliment getter men's fragrances and both are very good clones of the famous Creed Aventus, and it's finally time to put them head to head. Make sure you hit that subscribe and that notification bell right now. So it's time right now, right here in this video, to do a comparison between two fragrances that I think are truly amazing. Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man, the EDT, versus Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP. So let's start with Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. I'm gonna link to my review of it above, so please do make sure to check it out. This opens up with a strong dose of heavy smoky citrus and is basically an overdose of lemon and bergamot with birch and a bit of pineapple in the background. Citrusy, smoky and fruity. The opening is not my favorite part of it, and it's this part that a lot of people think is too strong in a citrusy and smoky way. That intense opening softens up about 15 minutes into the dry down, and the dry down is the part that most people absolutely love, that I think is fantastic, and it's very much the reason why I call it compliments. It's fantastic. As it dries down, it becomes this smooth, woody and leathery blend with a fruity touch to it, and it smells gorgeous. The performance is strong in every single way. It lasts a long time and it projects in such a way that it almost always gets me noticed when I spray it on. And since I call it compliments, you know it's Rebel approved when it comes to compliments. Moving on to Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP. I'm gonna link to my review of the EDP above, so make sure you check it out if you want to find out more about it. The EDP opens up a bit like the original with a sort of a smoky, citrusy blend with pineapple, but the intensity of both the citrus and the birch is much more controlled, which makes the opening a lot smoother than the EDT. It gives you that smoky, citrusy and fruity scent in a strong way without overdosing on it. As it dries down, it turns into a great citrusy and smoky scent with a bit of patchouli, some sweetness from vanilla and a bit of ambergris and musk. That initial smoky citrus is still there, but even softer and even smoother. The performance is really good with great longevity and sillage, so I'm very happy with that. When it comes to likability and compliments, I have not used it as much as the EDP, but so far it seems to bring in compliments just like the original. I do want to mention that the EDP is a bit more expensive than the EDT, which can usually be found very cheap. To me, both are fantastic men's fragrances. Both are great alternatives for someone who wants that Aventus scent. Both have that signature smoky, citrusy and fruity scent, but it's dialed up to the max in the EDT and toned down in the EDP, which makes the EDP easier to enjoy to a lot of people and even more mass appealing than the original. I spent quite some time trying to get a feel for the difference when it comes to the performance, and based on these two bottles, it seems like the EDP is actually outperforming the EDT. So to sum this up, both are mass appealing and both have that Aventus scent, with the biggest difference being that the EDP is smoother and thus easier to wear and more mass appealing. The EDP also has a bit of an advantage over the EDT when it comes to the performance, and that's why if I had to choose between the two, I'd go with Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP. But there's a price difference to consider here, so which one do I recommend? If all you want is a nice Aventus clone that is also a crazy compliment getter with great performance, and if you think you would not mind that intense smoky citrusy opening of the EDT, get the EDT. It's cheaper, it smells great, and that initial strong opening softens up as it dries down, and that's when you get the compliment getter that people love so much. But if you want the smoother version of the EDT without that sort of a harshness of it and don't mind spending a bit extra, then I would go with the EDP. I personally will always have a bottle of both, as I do enjoy the slightly different scent, but I will definitely use the EDP way more from now on, since I enjoy its more smooth scent, and I will most likely turn to the EDT when I want an overdose of that smoky citrus. Ultimately, you'll smell fantastic regardless of which one you choose. So I want to know, which of these two do you prefer? Comment below and let me know. Like this video, thank you, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that notification bell and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.